Into the shadows, where silence speaks volumes, crime fiction, a world of grit, suspense, and often the unseen hand maneuvering the plot. It's a genre where every shadow hides a secret, and every corner could be a trap. In this shadowy realm, stealth and strategy are not just tools, they are the lifeblood of the narrative. Every move is calculated, every step taken with caution. They are the difference between a successful heist and a jail cell, between exposing a conspiracy and becoming its next victim. The stakes are always high, and the margin for error is razor thin. Think of the classic noir films, the detective navigating a city's underbelly, or the spy thriller where one wrong move could trigger an international incident. These stories are built on tension and the ever-present threat of danger. Stealth is the art of blending in, of becoming invisible, a ghost in the machine. It's about mastering the environment and using it to your advantage. It's about moving undetected, gathering information and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Patience and precision are key. Strategy elevates the game. It's the chess match of anticipating your opponent's moves, countering their every plan. It's a mental battle as much as a physical one. It's about using your intellect to outmaneuver, to set traps, to ensure victory against seemingly insurmountable odds. The thrill lies in the challenge and the cleverness of the execution. In the realm of crime fiction, it's the mastermind who can orchestrate events from the shadows, pulling strings and leaving their adversaries none the wiser. They are the unseen puppeteers controlling the narrative with precision. Cunning and calculation, the protagonist's arsenal. Our protagonists, often detectives, spies, or even ordinary people caught in extraordinary circumstances, rely on their wits as much as their brawn. They navigate through complex scenarios using their intellect to outsmart adversaries. They understand that brute force alone is rarely the answer. Instead, they opt for clever strategies and non-violent solutions whenever possible. They are masters of observation, picking up on the smallest details, the slightest deviations from the norm. Their keen eyes miss nothing, making them formidable opponents. They are experts in social engineering, able to manipulate individuals and situations to their advantage. Their words are as powerful as their actions. A well-placed word here, a carefully planted rumour there, can completely shift the balance of power. They understand the weight of words and use them wisely. Deception becomes an art form, a way to throw their pursuers off their trail or to lure their enemies into carefully laid traps. Their cunning knows no bounds, but cunning is nothing without calculation. Every action is meticulously planned. Every move is a calculated risk, a gamble with potentially dire consequences. They weigh their options carefully, knowing the stakes are high. These protagonists possess an almost preternatural ability to think several steps ahead, to anticipate the ripples their actions will cause. Their foresight is their greatest weapon. Masters of Deception, a look at iconic characters. Literature is teeming with characters who embody this potent mix of stealth and strategy, captivating readers with their cunning and intellect. Take, for instance, Sherlock Holmes, the quintessential analytical mind whose adventures have fascinated generations. His deductions, his ability to piece together seemingly insignificant details into a coherent picture are a testament to the power of observation and strategic thinking. Holmes' methods have inspired countless detectives in fiction and real life. Then there's Jason Bourne, the amnesiac assassin, a phantom who can disappear into thin air, only to resurface when least expected, leaving a trail of intrigue. His mastery of disguise, his ability to blend into any environment, make him a ghost story, whispered in hushed tones by his enemies. Bourne's relentless quest for identity and truth adds layers to his enigmatic persona. And let's not forget Lisbeth Salander, the brilliant but troubled hacker from Stieg Larsson's Millennium series, whose skills in the digital realm are unparalleled. She operates in the digital shadows, a phantom exposing corruption and injustice with keystrokes and code. Salander's fierce independence and moral code make her a unique force in the world of crime fiction. These characters, though vastly different in their approaches, all highlight the captivating allure of stealth and strategy in crime fiction. Their stories keep us on the edge of our seats, eager to see what they'll do next. They operate on the fringes, in the blurred lines between right and wrong, often challenging our perceptions of justice and morality. Their complex narratives invite us to question the very nature of truth and deception. The thrill of the shadows, a cerebral game of cat and mouse. The beauty of stealth and strategy lies in the suspense they generate. It's a cerebral game of cat and mouse, where the reader is drawn into the mind of the protagonist, experiencing the tension of every close call, the exhilaration of every successful maneuver. We are right there with them, lurking in the shadows, hearts pounding as they narrowly avoid detection. We become invested in their plans, analysing their every move, holding our breath as they execute daring infiltrations or set elaborate traps. The thrill isn't just in the action, but in the anticipation, in the slow burn of watching a plan unfold with surgical precision. Will they succeed? Will their cover be blown? These questions keep us on the edge of our seats, our pulses quickening with every page. Section 5. Outsmarting the adversary when plans come together. And oh, the satisfaction when those plans come together. When against all odds, the protagonist outsmarts their adversary, using their enemy's arrogance and underestimation to their advantage. It's a victory not just of action, but of intellect, a testament to the power of planning, patience, and a touch of calculated risk. We revel in the poetic justice of it all, the villain undone by their own hubris, caught in the very web they spun for our hero. It's a classic trope, yes, but one that never fails to deliver a sense of profound satisfaction. It reinforces our belief that brains can triumph over brawn, that cunning and strategy are just as potent as any weapon. Section 6. The stakes. Life, death, and everything in between. The stakes in these shadowy narratives are often incredibly high. It's not just about recovering stolen jewels or exposing corporate espionage. It's about life and death, about protecting the innocent and bringing the guilty to justice. The weight of these stakes infuses every decision, every calculated risk with a palpable tension. Our protagonists are often forced to operate in moral grey areas, to make impossible choices where there are no easy answers. Do they bend the rules to catch a dangerous criminal? Do they compromise their values to achieve a greater good? These ethical dilemmas add a layer of complexity to the narrative, forcing us to confront our own moral compass and question what we would do in similar situations. Section 7. The allure of the shadows. Why we're drawn to stealth. But why are we so drawn to these tales of stealth and strategy? Perhaps it's the vicarious thrill of experiencing danger from the safety of our armchairs. Or maybe it's the allure of the unknown, the seductive mystery of the shadows. There's a certain romanticism to the lone wolf figure, operating outside the confines of societal norms, fighting for justice on their own terms. We admire their resourcefulness, their ability to adapt and overcome, to outwit and outmaneuver. They represent the epitome of human ingenuity, of our capacity for both good and evil. Their stories offer a glimpse into a world we can only imagine, a world where the lines between right and wrong are blurred, and the only constant is the need to survive. Section 8. Beyond entertainment, stealth as a reflection of society. Yet, stealth and strategy in crime fiction are more than just entertainment. They serve as a reflection of our own anxieties and fascinations with power, control, and the often invisible forces that shape our lives. In an age of surveillance, data breaches, and global espionage, the themes explored in these narratives feel eerily relevant. We are all engaged in our own games of strategy, navigating the complexities of our personal and professional lives, making calculated decisions that will impact our future. The best crime fiction doesn't shy away from these realities. It embraces them, using the lens of stealth and strategy to explore the darker aspects of human nature and the fragile balance of power in our world. Section 9. A legacy of shadows, the enduring appeal of strategic thrillers. In the end, stealth and strategy are not just literary devices. They are the very essence of what makes crime fiction so compelling. They offer us a glimpse into the minds of masterminds, both villainous and heroic, and challenge us to unravel their intricate plots alongside them. As long as there are mysteries to be solved, conspiracies to be exposed, and injustices to be righted, the allure of the shadows will continue to captivate readers. For in the realm of crime fiction, the quietest steps often lead to the loudest echoes, and sometimes the most effective weapon is the one you never see coming.